Welcome. My name's Tim Swearenge. I'm Safety Director of NB West Contracting. Today, I want to talk to you about protection that we've added for our paving operators while they're out on the highways, paving your highways. This was developed through our safety committee. I have two of our safety committee members here with me today.
My name is Noah DeRouche. I'm the logistics manager for NB West Contracting. Prior to taking the role of the logistics manager, I spent 6 months working directly with Tim in the safety department as the field safety coordinator. During that 6-month period, we really worked on these cages and tried to improve the safety of our operators here at NB West. Prior to the 6 months with Tim in the safety department, I ran one of these machines behind me for 21 years. I've seen a lot of incidents happen over the years, a lot of operators injured, a lot of really close calls. This is something that probably should have happened a long time ago, and I'm looking forward to seeing this be implemented in all pavers in the future.
And Noah did a great job while he was with me in the safety department, really helped make a lot of changes and stuff. And whenever you talk about safety, I always want to make sure that I work with our fleet team as well, because safety and fleet work together. Whenever improvements need to be made, they're the ones that actually come up with it and make it and install it. So
I'm Nick Brewer, shop manager for NB West Contracting, member of the safety committee also. This issue was brought up and we helped bring it to life, myself and my team in the shop, from design to install.
this is the way the old pavers were. I'll let Noah climb up here and show you. Whenever the seat is positioned right along the inside of the confines of the paving machine, there's protection for the operator with this bar right here. But Noah, how often do you operate in that position?
Never in this position. This is more for transportation of the machine out on the highways to and from the job sites. If I'm sitting here and my asphalt hopper is lifted up like this, I can see just fine. If the asphalt hopper is down, like that one is when you're actually operating, you can't see your line, you can't see where you're trying to pave. So you end up kicking this seat out the second or third click. Once you kick it out where you can see down the hopper, then you're exposed out here if you don't have a safety cage. Over all my years of running an asphalt paver, I was hit several times, one time causing some nerve damage in my elbow that never has gone away. And every operator that I've known that's been a paver operator for any substantial amount of time has been hit or had a really close call. I would say over my 20-year career, probably 15 times I had trucks hit the back of my seat. Not all of them have hit me, but it would only take one to be a really big injury for someone.
Is that the normal position, the first click or the second click? This is the first click.
It can be run on the first click if you have to, which a lot of times we would try to if it was a really tight road. Also, if you got a 12-foot lane, you can do some things to try to move yourself off of traffic. You can move the paver instead of dead center in the 12-foot lane with 1 foot out on each side. You can move it all the way tight to one side if the job allows it. You can move your operator away from traffic, which is what we always try to do. If we had the room and allow it, this is where I like to run mine. This is where you got the best line of sight down your hopper. And so if I'm sitting here and the hopper's down like it is on this paver, then I can see everything really well, but it's also minimal. I'm not hanging out in traffic any more than I need to be. So this was my choice of where I would run mine. I've seen other operators run further out. I don't ever really see an operator run tighter than this. Everyone pretty much runs it at least on the second click.
So if you look at where Noah's sitting now, this side of his upper body, upper torso is really exposed. And the only thing protecting him is the back of that seat, which doesn't really provide any protection at all. Anything that hits that seat could possibly harm the operator. At nighttime, whenever there's low visibility, you can see there's nothing on the back of that seat to visually see the operator sitting out there. The only thing that there is Noah's Class 3 vest, but that's really all that a passing motorist would see is his sleeve sitting there. I believe in human performance model, where we create barriers because we're all human, we're all gonna make mistakes. Drivers especially are gonna make mistakes out on the roadway, on their cell phones, not paying attention, drunk driving, you name it. Drivers are a huge variable that we have no control over. So whenever we started talking about what we're going to do to protect the operator. We started talking about administrative controls, maybe trying to control how the truck drivers came in to the paver, where they'd only enter from the front and get turned around and then back up to the paver. That was not just possible to have on every job site. So whenever administrative controls don't work, then you go to engineering controls. And then after that, of course, would be PPE. That's the last course of action that we would actually take. But luckily, engineering controls worked. So we started talking about creating a safety cage around this operator's seat. So whenever the operator's in this position here, with the new safety cage, there's a lot of protection. And plus, there's a lot more visibility, especially with that triangle that's on there now for low light or nighttime operations, where passing vehicles be able to see him. That safety cage provides a lot of protection for the upper torso, the neck and back of head area, the sides. Whenever Nick designed this, he designed it where the side flanges actually will deflect anything away from the operator, not allow it to come in. So I'll let Nick talk about the design.
Yeah, it was kind of a different aspect for me. A lot of times whenever different parts of our company come to us to make a modification to a piece of equipment, it's to increase production or functionality. And this was one of the few things I've been involved with that was going to directly benefit the safety of the operator. So it was a little bit of a different kind of scope, but I wanted to design something that gave the operator a lot of protection, but didn't disrupt the communication between him and the screed bin or anybody else working behind the paver or any trucks while using the paving machine. So it started as just a simple sketch. I went around and took measurements because we own several different models and several different brands of machines. I wanted them to be somewhat universal, easy to install and provide the protection needed. So I had the fab shop bend the tubing up to a dimension that I came up with, and been having great luck with having the guys install them. It seems to provide a lot of protection for the operator with no downfall of communication visually or verbally. Another aspect of the design was to add a visual safety factor as a slow-moving vehicle triangle to the back of the operator's protection.
Over the 20 years that I spent on top of one of these, I really would have liked to have this cage here, and I'm looking forward to seeing our future operators be able to use this cage and be effective for our operators in the future.